everybody. How are we doing today? Ooh, I have a very special guest today, Liz.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
Good. How are you?
Good, thank you. If not a lot of people may know, but she is from Liz's Beauty Bar. She is a lash tech, and she does lashes here in Greeley. So yeah. I'm always so nervous. I'm like, do you want to tell us a little bit about like your lash journey and stuff? Like, before we started recording, we were talking about how she used to do dental, and then she's like, "Never mind, we're not doing that anymore." So, what made you pick, I guess, esthetician, like lash tech, from that?
From dental?
Yeah.
So originally I went to like esthetician school because my skin was like shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like my skin was like shit. So I originally went with the plan to do skincare.
Yeah.
And then we started doing lashes in school, like just the basics of it. And I ended up loving lashes versus skin.
Mm-hmm.
So that was kind of my goal, just to go for skin to fix my skin and help others with their skin. But I definitely took a turn and just decided to do lashes.
Lashes instead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I remember when I went to beauty school, skin was the most annoying. I hated doing skin. I think I wanted to be an esthetician so bad, but then I went through the program and I was like, never mind. I hate it.
See, I like esthetician and I love skincare. Like, I really do because, like, I mean, you're your brand, right? Like, people see your skin, so... I did really like skin, but it wasn't something I was like so passionate about. Mm-hmm. So I totally see that. Because I'm like, okay, maybe I don't want to do this full time.
Yeah.
But
do you only offer lashes then? Or do you offer other services?
So I do lash extensions, lash lifts, waxing, and facials. I have like clients that would go see me in school that still see me now.
Oh, I love that.
For facials. So I've stuck with them, but I specialize just in lash extensions. Yeah.
Nice. How long have you been doing it for?
Going on 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, going on 4 years.
Do you feel like it's gone by so fast?
I feel like it has. Like, I still sometimes feel like I'm just learning stuff. I mean, because every day you learn something new.
Yeah.
And I've been doing it for a while and I'm like, oh, wait. I was like, no, I know this, but it just, I don't know.
Like you kind of, you feel like you forget sometimes. Like you have a brain fart. Because that's how I feel sometimes. I'm like, what am I doing? But I'm like, I've been doing this for so long.
Yes, like halfway through my day, sometimes like I've had a hectic day and I'm like, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
Like my clients here, I'm like,
you tell a brain fart. You're like, what's the first step?
I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, sorry. I was like, I'm forgetting my job.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay. I was scared. I'm like, but your lashes are fine.
Right. You're like, don't worry. This should be good.
They'll be good. They'll be good.
You just lay down and relax.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it goes by fast. When you love what you do, it goes by fast.
It does. Yeah. So fast. Yeah, I was mentioning to Liz earlier that I'm already about to go to 8 years for doing hair. And I was like, damn, what the fuck? I was like, I'm getting old. I was like, that was so fast. I guess I just never expected for doing it for so long because I kind of just went to school to do it.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, I love it. So I'm like, oh, okay.
You're already
Yeah, I'm like, this is what we're doing. I love that. So I did have people ask us questions, so we'll just bounce off of those and see how that goes. Well, I guess it was, we kind of already talked about it, but it was like, what made you become a lash tech? And you said you went to school for skin and all that. Is there something you always wanted to do besides that?
Besides lashing?
Yeah. Well, I guess, yeah.
Or besides like...
Yeah, I guess besides lashing. I think that's what they meant. I guess if you could be doing a different career, what would you be doing?
What would I be doing? I would probably be like a stylist for people.
Ooh, fun. Like clothing-wise?
Clothing-wise, because I definitely feel like I could put good outfits together. And people always ask me for fashion advice. And I think that's something I could or would rather, if like the esthetician journey didn't work out, that's where I'd be for sure.
So if anyone needs help with their fashion, hit up Liz.
I got you guys.
Yes, hit her up. I know. You always post your cute outfits, and I'm like, you have the time to get ready sometimes. I'm like, I can't.
Girl, I always have to get ready.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care how busy my morning is. I have to get ready.
Yeah.
No matter what. If not, my day does not feel like it's going to be great.
And I feel like it's not saying it's different, but I feel like when it comes to hair, I'll get bleach on all my clothes and then I ruin everything. So I'm like, I can't wear everything cute.
See, I get that because I've gotten like lash extension glue on my jeans, and then they're done.
Yeah.
But I try to be semi-careful.
I'm so messy. I cannot. I'm a messy stylist for sure.
That's funny. No, I try to not get it on me. But yeah.
But I think it's one of those, what is it, that quote? Like, if you feel good, you...
If you
look good, you feel good?
Look good, you feel good.
Yeah, that one.
No, wait. Hold on. No.
How does it go? Something like that.
No, it's you look good to feel good, to do good.
Yeah, there you go. That.
And I 100% believe in that. That's like, for sure. Yeah. Like, I stand firm on that. Like, if I go to the grocery store con mi greñero, I'm like, nobody look at me.
Yeah, you're like, please. And that's when you see everybody.
Yes, and I'm all day.
Great. I'm like, I try to I'll put a hat on and be like, please no one say hi to me.
Girl, that is me, but you run into everybody.
Yeah, and then I'm always like, fuck. I'm like, hi, I do not always look like this, sorry.
Yeah, I've done that. I'm like, okay. I was like, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, I'll be looking cute at work and then they see me at the grocery store and they're like, eh. And I'm like, I'm sorry. It's they're just, like, it's been a long day. No, literally, I'm like, please don't look at me.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Would you, if you could tell your younger self something, what would it be? Ooh, that's a good one.
Ooh, let's see. What would it be? It would be to have more confidence in myself.
Yeah.
And really, like, get to know my worth. Mm-hmm. That's something I would, like, tell 10-year-old me, 5-year-old me, like, self-love. Like, I would do the whole self-love on my younger self.
Do it better.
Do it so much better. Yeah.
Do you feel like if you would have, you would be in a different place right now then?
I think probably, like, knowing my worth wise.
Yeah.
I probably would be more, I wouldn't say more, like, further in life, but I don't know, kind of, maybe.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be where I am today either, so.
True. It's kind of like.
It's like.
One or the other. It's like, would I be farther? Would I not? Yeah.
Maybe I would be, because I would have put a stop to, like, a lot of things and probably would have been further, for sure. But, I mean.
Do you think your younger self is proud of you right now?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Aww. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always think about my younger self. I'm like, would she be proud? I was like, kinda. Hopefully. I really hope so.
You're like, baby girl.
Yeah, I was like, I'm sorry, there's a lot of shit that happened, but we're thriving right now.
Yes. No, yeah. I think my younger self would be so proud of me.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
I love that. Yeah. No, literally. I always say that a lot. I'm sorry.
Yes, I love that.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
So you did mention earlier that you moved to Greeley. Where did you move, like, to Colorado, like, completely, or were you already in Colorado?
No. So yes, I was born and raised in Colorado, in Glenwood Springs. Mm-hmm. So I moved from Glenwood Springs to Greeley, like 6 years ago, 6-7 years ago.
You were far.
Yeah, girl, it's kind of far.
No, it really is. And there's, like, nothing over there.
No, there's mountains.
Yeah, that's about it.
I was like, do you like mountains? Or like the hot pods, like the hot springs?
I've gone, like, once because I don't like the drive through the mountains. Driving through there,
I love it.
Really, it freaks me out because I feel like there's always accidents or something because people don't know how to drive.
Yeah.
So then I get scared because I'm like, someone's gonna run into me and I'm gonna die. Oh I'm so scared driving. So I'm always like, well, how about we don't do that?
Yeah. No, it's kind of scary driving. Mm-hmm. at first, like when I would visit my parents, it's so funny. I'd have my parents drive me back halfway.
Yeah, oh, I love that. You're like, actually, I need you guys to take me.
I was like, can you drive me like past like all the like over the Eisenhower and the mountain? And my parents were like, really, Liz? I'm like, yes.
If you want me to come visit you, please.
Yes, that's what I would tell him. So for the longest time ever, they would drive me back like halfway.
Yeah.
And then finally they're like, no, you have to do it yourself. And I'm like, okay, you're right. I do. Right. And now I'm like so used to it.
Yeah, you're just like, it is what it is. Yeah. So when you moved here, is that when you kept going on with your dental journey then?
Yes. Yeah. I moved.
Did you do school over there in Glenwood for dental or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything was in Glenwood. And then I came over here, worked for a private practice here. Mm-hmm. And I was with like my doctor here for 4 years. No. Almost 4 years.
Yeah.
Almost 4 years. And then, I went to beauty school here.
Yeah. You went to, I went to go stalk you. I was like, I need to go stalk her just a little bit. I always have to stalk everybody. I was like, you went to IVMC, huh? Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Did you go during COVID or was it before COVID or after?
Girl, it was during.
Oh, really?
So it was like a mess. It was like during and after COVID. Well, yeah. Yeah. I guess we could say after. Yeah. It was a mess.
Oh, I bet it was. Because I'm like, I feel like, because it's kind of hard because like the whole no contact thing, but I'm like, that's literally the whole point of our study. You have to touch people.
And they're like, you could do this like with the mask. And I'm like, that doesn't work out.
Yeah.
Like I can't see.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was very hard, but.
Did it take you longer than to finish your program because of COVID or was it kind of the same length?
No, it took us a little bit longer. They like pushed back the program. They stopped it for a bit. So I'd almost say like it delayed it like a month or two, but that's not too bad.
Yeah. Did you have to do like online for a while or were you able to go back to in person?
No, we were able to go back.
Oh, really?
Right away.
That's good.
Yeah. Thank God we did not do online. Yeah, I could not do online.
I'm like, it wouldn't make any sense.
I'm not good with online. I'm more of a hands-on.
Yeah, I did see a lot of like beauty schools that they were doing it online. I was like, how do you learn like that? Like our whole thing is like you have to be there.
Well, yeah, they do. A lot of people do that, and they do that for lash extensions too.
I've seen that. I've seen online courses. Like, I'm like, that's a little scary.
Yes, I'm like, I would personally never take a course like that because that's hard.
How do they know that you're doing a good job?
They don't know.
Exactly. So I'm like, you could totally be fucking it up and then be like, oh yeah, you're doing great. And you're like, okay. Glue someone's eyeshadow on accident or something.
Yes. And that's how accidents happen.
Yeah. Literally.
No. They'd be A for effort.
Yeah, I'd be like, you did a good job. I'm like, how? Yeah. That always freaks me out when they're like, oh, I did all these online courses. I'm like, okay, well, I'm not going to go with you, but thanks. Yeah, I'm like, that's freaky.
It's hard. Yeah. I don't think I would do online. No.
Even maybe if it's like something like educational wise, but not like full on like doing.
No, girl.
No, nothing at all.
She said no.
I'm like, no.
I'm like such a explícame con manzanitas. Like, you have to physically show me
how to do something,
how to do it, or like even educational wise, like for the longest in school, like for math.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Girl, I was sitting there. I'm like, can you teach me like with like sticks or like pencils or something?
Yeah. You're like, no te entiendo.
Yeah. Yes. I was like, no, that doesn't work for me. I would never do online. It's so hard.
You're like, that makes no sense at all.
Yeah. I'm just like, no, okay. We're failing if I did online.
Yeah. I'm so glad that I didn't have to go through school during COVID or anything because I'm like, I would have given up. So props to you because I would have been like, fuck this.
Girl, I wanted to. Mm-hmm. Like, I really wanted to, but I was like, okay, like, that's not an option. Quitting is not an option.
You're like, I already made it this far.
We're invested. We are here. So, yeah, no, I wanted to. Mm-hmm. During COVID, it was scary. So. Yeah.
Did you learn extensions in school or did you take a course after?
So, I took like a super, super basic course in school.
Yeah.
And they did not teach me anything.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, okay. That's like lying. That's like lying.
That's why I always say, I'm like, I hated going to beauty school.
They just taught the very basics, like just how to set an iPad, like a gel pad under somebody and how to apply a lash. That was it. Like, that's literally all we were taught. And I'm like...
And I'm so... Well, when I did it, they didn't even teach us shit at all. That they said we had to take a whole different course after. So, I mean, at least you learned something.
Well, we had to pay for it.
Oh, okay.
And they let us do it. It was considered school hours, like miscellaneous or whatever. Like, it fell under that. Like, they approved it because we had to still go do it.
Yeah.
But that was not included.
Oh, because I was
my tuition.
Yeah. Because I always wondered.
Should have been.
Yeah, no, literally. Because I always wondered. I was like, I wonder if I would actually have done like a course like during school if I would have liked lashes. Because I always wanted to do them, but then I was like, I don't want to go and do a different course. So that's why I just stuck with hair.
Maybe you would have.
But I feel like that's a whole different type of patience that I don't have.
It is, because a lot of people think they want to do lash extensions and then they start doing it and they're like, oh no.
Yeah.
They're like,
I'm like, you have to open the lash and I'm like, I know.
Yes.
But just
hey, that's Visca.
No, literally.
By the end of your set.
I bet. Because I've seen I work with my lash tech, and when she does my coworkers' lashes, I'll just stand there and watch her.
Yeah.
I'm like, how the fuck do you just... I'm like, I know. My hands would cramp, and I'm not doing that shit.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah.
It's not for everyone, and it's okay.
Yeah. It is okay, because it's better when not everybody does it.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Because then if everybody does it, then it's like, it kind of loses its like spark, I would say.
I feel like that's where we're at, though. Yeah. Like, a lot of people want to do it because they think it's like fast money.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, this is not fast money.
I was going to say,
like,
but
you take like 4 hours for a full set. And when I started, I think I took like 9 hours on my mom. Oh my God. She was my model. Yeah. My biggest support.
I love that.
And we took 9 hours on one eye.
Oh, shit.
So I had her walking around with one eye done.
Was she like, Mija, let's wait for the other eye?
She's all, Liz, are you almost done? And I'm like,
I still have like 3 more hours.
Like, kind of. She's like, what do you mean, kind of? And I'm like, well, kind of, Mom. Yeah. She's all, what do you mean? I'm like, well, I'm almost done with one eye. She's all, Liz, no, we're done. I'm like, okay, can we do it like tomorrow? Yeah. And she's all like, maybe.
She's like, if you don't take forever.
Yeah, girl, my poor mom. But yeah, that was not fast money.
Yeah. Because, it takes forever at first.
Yeah.
Hasta que le agarre la onda, and then you're like, okay, I can do this.
Yeah, that was very hard.
How long do your full sets take now?
They take me 3 hours.
Okay, that's better.
Yeah,
that's way better than the 9.
You're like, okay, we're not doing 9 hours now.
I would cry if I had to sit there for 9 hours. I mean, you're just laying down, but también like just laying like that, I'd been like, but shout out to your mom.
To her. Yeah. I know. My biggest supporter, my mom. And my biggest fan.
Yeah. And I mean, you can only fall asleep for so long. Because I always fall asleep getting my lashes done. But it's funny because I'll fall asleep as soon as she starts applying them. Mm-hmm. And then I wake up right when she's done. It's like crazy. So I'm like, imagine me if she would have taken longer. And like, bro, I can't do this. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't fall asleep during my set.
Really?
Ever. No. I'm so chismosa. I love to talk. I'm like, anyways, how was your day? Yeah. She's probably like, girl, you like stop.
Yeah, like breathe. Do any of your clients ever fall asleep?
They do.
Yeah.
They do.
It's just so relaxing. You're just laying there.
I know. All my clients are like, oh my gosh, sorry, I'm snoring. I'm like, you're okay. It's okay. I don't mind it. I was like, it's fine.
Yeah, that's what my girl says. She's like, actually, I see you like, because she's like, you're not moving. And I'm just like, you're just calm. And I'm just like, yeah. Well, one of the times I fell asleep and I was having a nightmare.
Oh my God.
So I woke up scared as shit, and then I scared her. And I mean, at least she didn't poke me, because those fucking tweezers are sharp as shit. So
they are.
They are. I'm always scared. I'm just like, I'm gonna freaking get a nightmare again. So I'm like, am I the only one that ever falls asleep?
No, people fall asleep, and I think it's kind of hard when they fall asleep and they like twitch. They're like twitching the whole time, and I'm like, oh shit. Yeah. I was like, are you okay?
Are you having a seizure? Like,
I'm like, no. I was like, stop, you're okay. Like, we're okay, right?
You're like, you're fine, right? You're not having a nightmare?
Yeah. I'm like, okay. But yeah, no, it's easier when they fall asleep too, though.
Yeah.
Because I'm such like a hand talker, and people are like, I take forever sometimes because I'm like chismeando.
Yeah.
And like
because you'll pause and stop.
Yes. A fill should only take me like an hour and 40 minutes to 2. Girl, sometimes it takes me 2.5 because I'm talking.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I was like, sorry.
Yeah, you're like, my bad.
Yeah. So it's easier when they're asleep.
Yeah. You do courses though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You do those on Mondays, huh?
I do it Sundays and Mondays.
Sundays and Mondays.
Yeah.
Yes. So if you guys ever want to learn how to do it, well, it's not. Well, how do you
do lash extensions?
Yeah. I'm like, how do you? Well, yeah, pretty much do lashes. I'll make sure I write down. I'll put all her information in the description box so you guys know. Did you start right away as a suite owner, or did you go work at like a salon or from your house? Or
no, I started from my house.
Yeah.
I started from my basement.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing it for like 3 years.
Yeah.
Actually.
Oh, so you barely moved to your suite? I barely
moved. Yeah, like 6 months ago.
Oh, shit. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Being a suite owner is a lot.
Girl, it is like, it's different.
Especially like, depending on what suite area you go to.
Yeah. No, it has its pros and its cons for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I do miss like working from home, but I also like
having separate.
Yeah. Now I can finally like separate both of them because before I couldn't.
Yeah, because you're already at home, so you're like,
I was like, yeah,
you get comfortable.
You. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, come on in. I'll see you like at 8 at night.
Yeah,
and there's no way I'm gonna drive to the salon at 8 at night.
Yeah, you're like, we're not doing that anymore.
Yeah, no. Definitely not.
Yeah. No, I feel like, it really pushes you to like, what's this? Not mix business with pleasure, I guess. Because because when you're at home, you're just like, oh yeah. I mean, you're like, I'm already at my own comfort at my own house. You're like, just come see me.
Yeah.
But then that way you're like, no, how about we don't do that?
Yes.
It makes you set boundaries.
Yes. Stick with my boundaries now because I was very like, oh yeah, I could do this time or that time for you. And now like.
You're like, I can do it whenever you want. But now it's like, no, this should be work around you.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And now it's like, those are my hours and that's it.
Yeah. And it's what hours do you work? Is it Tuesday through Saturday?
Yeah. Or? Tuesday through Saturday. So Tuesday I'm there 9 to 6 or 7. Mm-hmm. Wednesdays are my late nights. So I'll go in like 12 or 2 and I'll be there until like 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
And then the other 2 days 9 to 7 or 9 to 6. And then I work half day Saturday.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Yeah. It's super nice.
Yeah. Isn't it nice when you make your own schedule?
It is very nice, but then it's also hard when you want to take time off. You're like,
oh, I do that all the time. I'm like, oh, I don't need to ask for the days off. I can just block them off.
I know. I'm like, let me ask my boss. Yeah. Like, oh, I am my boss. I was like, and that doesn't work that way.
Right, because then you think about it and you're like, well, if I don't work, I literally don't make money. So then you kind of have to be like, you need to calm down on the vacations.
Girl, yes. That's how I was like last year. I kept taking too many vacations and I'm like, oh, yeah, we need to stop this.
Yeah, you're like, I'm getting a broken accident.
For real. I was like, I need to focus on other things.
Yeah, last year I kept doing that. I was randomly just going everywhere all the time. I'm like, oh, I don't need to worry about it. And then I was like, okay, maybe I should calm down just a little bit.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Because there were times when clients were like, are you ever going to work? And I'm like, yeah. Because right away they would be like, so where are you going this weekend since you always leave? And I'm like, okay, I'm not leaving anymore.
Yeah, no, that's how my clients were. But I was like, I always like fit my clients in, but I'm like, yeah, we can't be taking vacations left and right. Yeah. You have priorities, Liz.
Right. No, literally. Because then you're like, if I keep doing this, my clients are going to end up leaving.
Yeah, no, for real.
Because then they'll be like, well, you're never here.
Yeah.
And it's hard too, because it's like, you want to live your life, but then you're like, I kind of have to be there.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really hard.
Mm-hmm. It is
finding that.
But see, I'm glad I'm not the only one that feels like that. I'm always like, it's hard, but I'm like, because people are like, you must love it. And I'm like, I do love working for myself, but then I'm like, sometimes it's just hard because I'm just like, I'm just like, I don't want to work today.
Yeah, it is hard. It's hard when, like, obviously, since I have kids and they're sick.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I
have to figure out how to manage my schedule and then be a mom still. Or like, even when I feel bad. I'm like, okay, well, who's gonna go in and do my work? Nobody can.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's hard too because like when your clients are sick, you're like, okay, whatever, it's just one person. But when you're sick, it's like you're canceling on like 6 people, and then you're like, fuck, what do I do?
And then you have to figure out where to put him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, where do I put you guys?
Yeah. You're like, I guess I'm working all day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's super hard.
It is. I definitely agree. It's really hard.
I was gonna mention it earlier, but I spaced it out. But is your giveaway still going on or no?
Yes. Until what's today's date? The 6th, right? Today's the 6th. Yeah.
Yeah.
Until the 8th.
Until the 8th. Oh, perfect. So people will see this, and then you guys have one more day because I'll post this tomorrow. Yeah. So you guys have one more day to enter your giveaway. What technically? It's just a full set of it's a classic set, right?
Yeah,
it's a classic for moms or what is it? Or does it matter? Or
no, it's for a mom like that's been wanting to treat herself and just doesn't have the time or like I guess the funding to do it just with the holidays since the holidays and everything's so expensive.
Oh my god, yes. The stupid inflation is the freaking worst.
Yeah. So it's for a mom that just wants to pamper herself. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, make sure you guys go on her Instagram and then read the little rules.
And enter.
Yes.
And enter.
So if you're a mom that wants
enter.
Yeah, if you're a mom that wants to treat yourself, please go enter. That's awesome though, because I feel like once you get your lashes done once, you're hooked. For sure.
Girl, I cannot be without lash extensions. Same. I'm like, the girl before lash extensions, we don't know her. We don't talk about her.
I'm like, who was she? I used to wear
strip.
Yeah. Dude, I always look back. I used to wear the 25 millimeter lash. Ow! Everyone says that. I'm like, no, I not thought I was that bitch. Now I look at pictures and I'm like, who let me out the house like this? But I used to wear the 25 millimeters every day, all day. Like, I used to wear like the normal ones, like the Wispy Kiss ones or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then one of my friends would start wearing the 25s and I'm like, let me try them out. So I tried them out. And then, I don't know why I did that. That was bad. Yeah, and then I would wear those. And then in January, finally, I was like, you know what? Let me try lash extensions. I was just like, because I'm tired of having to put my lashes on every day. Like, I just want to be able to get up and go, you know, kind of? And then I got them done. And ever since then, I'm like, I'm never doing strips ever in my life.
Girl, I will never do strips.
So if you're still doing strips, don't do that.
Please don't. Because, I mean, unless you're like a pro at putting them on. But still, I don't know si te pasa o si te pasó when you look like in the pictures of your, like when you were wearing strips.
Yeah.
Can you look cross-eyed or like when I said that they're all droopy like the inner corners coming out.
Stupid inner corners. And then if you guys don't know what 25 millimeter lashes are, there's those thick ass lashes. Sometimes they would be too heavy on my eyes and they were just like flat. Yeah.
I don't know. You were going to fly away.
Yeah. I don't know what I was thinking. I really don't.
It's growth.
Yeah,
we're growing.
No, literally,
growth. Thank God for growth because, girl,
I would look at pictures and I'm like, who let me out the house like this? Girl. But it was fine because everybody else was doing it, so we're just.
But it was the thing. It was right, like with the full face of makeup and black eyeshadow or smoky eyeshadow.
Yeah, it really was. It was the vibes back then.
So I mean, we were. On the little wave.
Yeah, now we're on our more natural looking lashes. I'm like, yes, I still get the mega volume and stuff, but they look a little better than my 25 millimeters.
Yeah.
I was like, I could never. Did you ever wear those big ones or?
No, girl. I'm like, no.
You're like, I didn't do that.
I'm like, no, sis.
It was just me.
No, my makeup has always been very simple. Yeah. Like, I do you remember getting like super into like the I'm gonna be a YouTuber?
Yeah. Oh my god, yes. I wanted to be a makeup artist so bad.
And I was a makeup artist and I don't know si te acuerdas, we were doing Facebook Lives.
Oh,
People would do Facebook Lives and get readies with me. So I was like very on to like my makeup.
Yeah, you wanted to be an MUA like so bad.
Yeah, girl. And I had hot pink eyeshadow in one of my pictures. I'm like, why was I walking around town like that? I was like,
but everyone did it. It was like a phase that everyone did it. And then either you made it or you didn't. So
yeah, I didn't make it.
Yeah, me either.
Definitely not a makeup artist. It's okay.
I looked back at pictures and I was like, I tried really hard to become a makeup artist and it didn't work, but it's okay.
Girl, I did too. And I think if I would have kept going and I was consistent because that's what I lacked
back
then. consistency and discipline, I would have so made it for sure.
I feel like if I would have started it earlier, because I feel like I did it towards like the end of like the trend. But I feel like if I would have started it right when it started, I probably would have been something like done more with makeup.
We probably would have been hanging out with like
James Charles and let's
Manny
do makeup and
MUA and everything.
Yeah, no, literally.
No, I think we would have. Like he would retweet my when I was on Twitter.
Yeah.
Back in my day. He would retweet my stuff or like my stuff. I'm like, oh my gosh, I could hang out with you.
Yeah. And then now you're like, well, it's okay.
I'm like, no pasó, but it's okay.
I know sometimes I'm like, I wonder what my life would have been if I would have like made it big on that aspect. But now I'm like, I don't even wear makeup like that anymore. So I'm like, I feel like a lot of like those makeup artists, like they don't wear that much makeup anymore either. Well, we're going in like the
natural
looking, no makeup look, and I'm like,
yes. Did you buy every palette that would drop?
Not every palette, because some of them were like $60, and then at that time I was just like, I'm a college student, okay?
Yeah, like we're not doing that.
Only the ones I really, really wanted, I would buy for sure.
Yeah, I would convince my parents.
Yeah,
I was like, I think I need that. Like, my
like,
parents
for sure.
were like, okay. I'm like, I'm going to make it big.
Yeah.
So I need this palette.
I remember, like, when I did it was, like, towards, like, the middle, like, at the end. And at that time, my ex, I think he was, I don't know.
Not the ex buying palette.
No, literally. Shout out to him. He always believed in me. Honestly.
Yes, we love a supportive ex. Yes, baby.
No, literally for Christmas, I honestly, even though he's a horrible person now, he was really sweet. That's a story for another day, guys. But like, no, anytime I never would ask him for it. But like, we would watch like makeup videos. We would always watch Jeffree Star together and I would force him to watch it with me. But he would watch it, right?
Yeah.
So we would sit there and watch him, and I'd be like, oh my God, I really love that, and I really want this. And the next time llegaba con él, I was like, oh, you believe in me.
Girl, well, I had an ex that built me a whole vanity. Todavía tengo la vanity.
Yeah.
I still have it, so shout out to him.
We love those exes. Shout out to them.
Yeah, he built me a vanity, and he's like, you're so good. And I'm like, yeah.
Thank you.
My eyeshadow wasn't blended.
I would sit there for 2 hours just blending one eye. But whoever believed in me, I love you guys. Pero
no, we love a supportive ex, so that's so funny. Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
The support. I'm like, he built me a whole vanity.
Yeah, I love that.
And I'm like, oh, you do believe in me.
No, te digo, like the Too Faced palettes when they were really big, the Morphe palettes, like anything that was really big at the moment, like he would always get it for me, and I'm like, oh, but now I'm like, damn, do you want to believe in me again?
Do you want to support this now?
Right? You're like, so.
That's funny. Yeah. All those palettes. I still have mine.
I still have them too. I'm like, what I really have and I still use, and I feel like one of these days I'm gonna end up with the skin rash, is the Amrezy highlighter from Anastasia.
Oh my God.
I still use it. I keep it I'm like, no one touched this. I still make sure.
This is vintage.
Yeah, nobody. I did break it on accident and I cried. Not gonna lie. But I still have it in my vanity. But I heard that Anastasia came out with a new highlighter, but they say it's the same one, just repackaged. Oh. So I don't have to get a skin rash anymore.
There you go, girl.
Yeah, because I'm like, I keep using this. I probably will.
Yeah, it's probably very old now. It's outdated.
How old was it?
That was probably like at least, I want to say, a solid good 5 years.
Yeah, I think
honestly, or like 4. Maybe.
No, it has to be older than that.
Like 5, 6?
We're going to take a quick break. I need to find this out. Now I'm concerned. I'm like, how old is this palette?
It has to be like dropped in 20...
2018.
Okay, sis, pop off.
6 years ago.
Yeah.
It still works great. So good job, Anastasia, for the great quality. 6 years later, you're still doing great. But I'm not gonna put that on my face ever again. Let's go buy the new one.
Yeah, go buy the new one, please.
If my ex sees this, can you you want to support me still?
Please.
Yeah.
Please stop by at our job. And drop it off.
Right? We need 2, 1 each.
Yeah, please.
Might as well.
You.
Yeah, thank you. Ya que estás en la tienda, just buy 1 of each. Make sure you use my number for the points, though. Thank you. I would always tell him, I'm like, if you're going to buy me something, can you please use my number for the points? And I would randomly look at my account and have points. I'm like, oh, what did he buy me?
Girl, yeah, my ex never did that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm like...
Whose number was he using?
I don't know. El de la otra, because it wasn't mine.
Excuse me, buddy. Why was he using his own?
I don't know, girl, but I never got points. I'm like, dude, what are you doing?
I know.
I'm there all the time.
I know at one point they were really strict with their... I think it was Ulta or Sephora. They were really strict with their points, and it had to be like you yourself. But I feel like...
wasn't that Sephora?
Maybe. Because one time I remember I went to Sephora and I bought my sister something and I was like, okay, I'll give her the points because I'll be nice, you know?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, is this you? And I was like, no, it's my sister. I'm like, I'm not going to use her points though. I just want to give her points, and they didn't let me. I was like, oh, okay.
Maybe that kind of sounds like an Ulta thing.
Yeah.
When I worked at Ulta, they were very, like, you have to make sure you have their ID.
Yeah. But I'm like, as long as I'm not using the points, I'm like, I'm just giving somebody points.
Yeah. They're probably like, it's fraud.
Probably. I'm like, okay. So that probably they told him that, and he's like, okay, I'll just use mine.
No, girl, that's not an excuse. He could have used my number.
Trying to use the benefit of the doubt. I'm like, maybe he has like all these points on his number.
I know, trying to justify it. No,
Do you still remember his number? Go in Ulta and be like, and see how many points he has.
I probably still have him in my contacts.
Yeah, there you go.
I probably will go.
They'll be like, who is this? Be like, oh, it's just my boyfriend. Want to surprise him with something.
Yeah.
He told me to use his number.
That would be funny.
He has like all these points.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine? Like, all my exes, as far as well, not all.
Yeah.
But like the serious ones, I think ellos están casados or juntados. So
never mind.
Never mind, because
yeah.
I ain't trying to get the wife on my case.
Yeah, you don't want to get beat up on accident. Yeah, yes. Yeah, no.
Just kidding.
Yeah. Well, it would have been a nice try.
Yeah.
2018. Damn, I can't believe I'm surprised I still have it. Well, I mean, I guess I do.
Feel like they have to keep up with it. They're trying to keep up with the trend.
Yeah.
But the trend is no makeup.
Well, I feel like highlighter's not a big thing as before.
No, do you remember when
you remember the Becca highlighters?
Oh my gosh, let me show you.
The white
a picture. Girl! Salgo en mis fotos and se ve el highlight aquí, 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 y aquí.
You were a glazed donut.
Girl, I'm a glazed donut now with my oily skin, but that was on purpose. I was like, Liz.
Oh, and then you remember the really, really matte makeup? Like matte,
oh
matte.
Gosh.
Like you practically had like chalk. I'm probably a little too matte right now, but I oiled too fast. But I'm like, why did we think that was okay?
Girl.
Now at least I hydrate before I put on makeup. Antes no.
Girl, I don't know what our deal was, but
it was matte makeup, matte lipstick, matte everything, and yeah, that was.
It was not it, girl. I was looking. I looked like my skin was going to crack. Yeah. I'm like, who let me leave the house like this? And you know, my family would be like, yeah, you're going to be the makeup artist. And I'm like, yeah.
You and Jeffree Star are going to collab and it's going to be great.
We're like, supporting it. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, thanks, guys. We are.
The only reason I really did think that I was going to make it big with makeup was that at that time, well, that's when I was doing hair. But anytime I posted a post about makeup, it would get like 50, 60 likes. And I would post a thing about hair and it would get 2 likes. And I'm like, so y'all don't want me to do hair?
But remember, makeup was in. That's why.
Yeah, I was like, maybe I should. Now I'm mad at myself. I should have kept going.
That, girl.
Is it too late now?
No, girl. I will start doing makeup again?
Yeah, thank you.
Please do.
Yeah.
I will support that. No, girl.
I need my ex to buy me all this makeup again.
Yeah, please tell him.
No, literally, dude. I'm telling you, the only reason I had all that makeup, like the expensive makeup, was because of him. Because I'm like, you remember when Marc Jacobs foundation was really big?
Yes.
And it was like $60. And it was like the full coverage, mattest foundation ever. And I thought we were.
Yeah, look at my face. Look at how much of the highlight.
Oh,
and I had highlight even on my shoulders. I was like, yo vengo a brillar. A mí no me van a decir que no porque yo vengo a brillar.
You're like, me van a ver porque me van a ver.
Yeah, no.
No, I used to, the Becca.
The Becca was my favorite.
It was white.
Opal.
If you guys don't, no.
No, it wasn't.
I like the white one. I can't remember what the white one was. The Opal
Champagne, no, it was Opal. Was it Champagne Toast? No.
No, Champagne Toast was more, it was the white one. Maybe it was Opal.
I think it was Opal. Because Champagne Toast was like
goldy, pinky.
Gold.
Yeah. But if you guys, I'm not kidding. It was like white, like como la cortina white. And I would throw that all over my face.
Girl, me too.
Because I was like, I'm going to be someone's glazed donut. And I'm going to collab with Jeffree Star. And that's it.
Okay, but Jeffree Star's King Tut. Let's talk about King Tut.
Yes,
I was like, bitch, don't talk to me. I got King Tut on. I was like...
I'm like, no me hablen pobres. Like, you over here with some Wet n Wild. I have Jeffree Star. Oh my God.
Yes, I love Jeffree Star's makeup.
Yeah. Even though he's not a good person, his makeup was good.
Yeah. I don't know about the eyeshadow palettes. I never got the eyeshadow
I never got the palettes either. I did get a lot of his lip glosses and I really liked them.
Yes.
Those were really good too.
But they were kind of drying, no?
Well, that's when everything was matte.
I'm like, damn, my lips look crusty.
I was like, that's when the matte trend was a thing. So I feel like...
Yeah, that kind of was it. I was like, now...
They would just crumble. And I'm like, you really had to exfoliate your lips? Because if not, it was bad.
It would look crusty.
Extra crustier.
Crusty. Yeah. He's not a good person, but King Tut was definitely good.
Yeah.
It worked in my favor.
Yeah,
at certain times.
So if you didn't own King Tut, Becca or Amrezy, you were no nos hablen.
You were not going to be makeup influencers,
right?
Like us.
Or those naked palettes, the Urban Decay. What?
Oh my gosh, girl!
The naked ones or the Too Faced, the ones that would smell like chocolate. The peach one, bitch. When I got the peach one, I was like, no one talk to me,
girl. But how long did it take you to get peach? The peach one.
Honestly, when I went, they had just restocked. I got it, I think, it was like right before Christmas. I went just to go to Sephora, and it was the last one. Girl, I grabbed it, and I was
yo duré como un año.
Really?
Yes. No. Y todavía I was like, I'm still the shit.
Yeah.
Because I got it.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do my makeup video now with it.
I remember the one palette, I think my sister still uses it, and she needs to stop, is the Anastasia Renaissance palette. She stole it from me.
Oh my gosh, the Renaissance.
She stole it from
me. That's an OG palette, though.
I remember I went to New York for vacation. I don't know why I decided to buy it in New York, but I'm in New York. I bought this palette, and I was like, no one talk to me because it's Anastasia, and it's from New York.
Oh my.
Don't talk to me.
I'm the shit now.
No, literally.
That is so funny how makeup made you feel like you were the shit, because I thought I was a shit. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
No,
I would go live and people would interact with me, and I'm like, yeah, I know how to do makeup.
Right? Well, I would, because at that time I was going to beauty school, and I would walk in with like all my highlighting palettes, Anastasia, and I'm like, I'm just gonna do my makeup, and that's it. And I'd be like, oh my God, I like your makeup. And I'm like, don't touch it.
Were you ever that girl in high school that you did your makeup in class?
No, I did my hair in class.
Girl, I was that girl that did my makeup in class, and I'd always get shit for it.
Mm-hmm. They're like, this isn't a fashion show?
Yeah, they're like, Liz, this isn't a fashion show. You're not coming for a photo shoot. And I'm like, yeah, but my crush is across the hall.
He's going to walk me to class after this, so he needs to see me.
Yeah. This is.
No, I used to do my hair. I wouldn't wear that much makeup in high school because I was in sports, so I didn't want to like sweat it and like.
Oh, I still did, girl.
So I was like, no.
I definitely did.
But once I graduated high school, all of a sudden, I caked the fuck out of my face. I'm like, oh, okay, that's what we're doing.
You're like, vámonos con todo. You're like,
no, literally
we're going all in, full force.
I think because I started working so I could buy more makeup. So I feel like that's why I started wearing it more after high school. Because I would feel bad asking my parents to buy me makeup.
Girl, my dad had me. My dad had me working desde los 14.
Oh, there you go.
So anything I wanted, I mean, I worked.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't remember how much I made, and I'm almost positive that I probably made more than my parents were giving me.
Yeah.
But I would buy my makeup.
Because they don't want you to waste all your money on makeup.
Yeah. But I mean, I would buy my makeup, and did I know what I was doing? No.
But here we are now.
But here we are growing now.
Your skin actually looks really good, dude.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. My skin could never, but it's fine.
Stop, your skin looks great.
No, I'm like, I fall asleep with my makeup. I don't want... You're gonna have a heart attack. There's times when I llego a la casa and I'm like, I just lay down and then I wake up and I'm like, fuck.
Could not be me, girl.
Because I have to rest. Like when I get home, I just lay down and then I'm like, okay, luego me baño and everything. Because, oh no, it's a lot. So my skin takes a lot of it. But it's fine. We'll get there.
Oh, my lashes, it's fine. But your skin looks good, though.
Oh, thank you.
Like, for you going to sleep with your makeup and everything, I'm like, your skin looks really good.
It's clear. Oh, the only thing I did like about COVID a lot was, since I didn't work for like 2 months and I didn't do shit for 2 months, my skin cleared the fuck up. Because I wasn't wearing makeup. Because I was like, I'm just stuck at home. Mm-hmm. And then once we went back for work, I had to wear the mask and my skin fucking hated me. Because it was bad. Because I had to wear that mask for 8 hours for work. And I couldn't, and when you couldn't really take it off or anything, and you had to isolate yourself, and siempre la tenía puesta, and I'm like, ugh.
Girl, that was me. My skin was so bad after COVID. Yeah. Like, I mean, now, like, genetically, my skin is bad because my dad has bad skin. Mm-hmm. But now I'm like, okay, I can control it. I know how to control it. But before, oh my gosh, Yeah, I'm just like, thanks, COVID, for ruining my skin. Yes.
The first 2 months were great.
Acne right here, right? Mm-hmm, like, because of the mask.
The mask.
I'm like...
And because, like, you were talking, you were spitting, it was all over your face. Like, no matter what.
Did you have to reuse your mask? Yeah, basically there was, like, a shortage in masks, like, in the health field. Like, supposedly people are like, you have to reuse your mask.
Well, I would use my cloth once. I could talk better with them. And I don't think that made it any better because I would wash it randomly.
She's all like, every now and then.
Yeah, I would be like, well.
Ya le toca baño.
Yeah, because those were technically reusable. So, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
So that didn't make it any better. No. Now that I think about it, I was like, that was actually really gross.
Yeah. That was weird times.
Yeah, because you would just throw your mask in the car. Yeah, because you would throw your mask in the car and be like, oh, I need to go to a store. And you just grab it from the floor. Yeah. And you would be like, okay, bye.
Yes.
No, literally, dude.
Girl, yes. Like, I remember.
You wouldn't give a fuck because you're like, well, I need to wear the stupid mask, yake.
Yeah. That was...
that was gross.
Was not
now that I think about it, I know everyone else did it too, so don't judge us.
Yeah, don't judge us because everyone did it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
My face was not thriving then.
No, mine wasn't either. I la llevo though. Yeah. It could be worse.
It really could be worse.
Yeah. So
we're making progress.
Yeah, my mom, for being how old she is, she has such good skin. I'm like, okay, so how did this work? Am I going to get good skin later? Or, but she's always taking good care of her skin, and I'm very like, eh. So I'm like, I need to get better at it.
You're my mom. Like, my mom has great skin. Like, my mom is like 50, and my mom looks like she's 40.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like I look older than my mom.
Oh,
like,
really?
Yes. Salimos a la tienda, and they're like, son hermanas. I'm like, no, that's my mother. Thank you.
Yeah.
But she doesn't do anything to her skin. Mm-hmm. Like, she doesn't prep it. She doesn't do anything. And I'm like, girl, wash your skin.
Yeah. My mom puts on face cream, eye cream. Yeah. And I'm like,
qué bonito.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, ya que nosotros.
I'm like, qué bonito. I'm like, I'm doing a whole full-blown experiment in my
Hyaluronic acid, eye cream, freaking this and that.
Like, I did
people our age are doing Botox and ellas como si nada, and I'm like, how the fuck?
Yes, that's my mom, dude. And I'm like, girl, I'm full on doing a peel. I'm gonna go like do Botox. And my mom's all like, I know. That's too much work. Yeah. Like when I did a peel before I went on a trip, before I went to California like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
My skin was peeling so bad. Ooh. Like víbora skin.
Yeah.
And my mom's all like, oh no, I don't want to do that. And I'm like, it's good for your skin. Like,
yeah, you just have to shed a little.
Yeah. I was like, it's good to like get the glow back. And she's like, oh no.
Yeah.
Así me quedó. I'm like,
you're like, it's just for a few days.
I was like, it's not that bad, girl. I was like, it's fine.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, my skin's fine. I'm like, yeah, I see that. I was like, lucky you.
Yeah, like, so did you do anything when you were younger? But I feel like back then, like, they weren't so used to like putting harm shit on their face. Like, they didn't You know, not like us that wear 10 pounds of makeup.
Yeah.
For so many years, they were just like very natural looking, and now here we are.
Here we are with the full beard.
Yeah. And they just put on mascara and crema and they're fine. I'm like, how the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to be you when I grow up.
For real. I'm like,
does it get better, or is this
all we're working with?
Is this the finish line? Because I'm not happy.
Same. Yeah, no, they did though. No. That's all they did. Very simple, very basic. And I'm like,
yeah, I'm like, must be nice.
Could never be me.
No, literally.
Could never be me.
I remember my mom used to make fun of me when I was like in middle school and high school. I would literally get so ready to go to Walmart. Mom's because I thought it was gonna make the love of my life.
Girl, not you thinking that.
I never did, but I thought I was gonna find my boyfriend and me back. I've lived in a fairy tale world for a good chunk of my life, so I'm like, well, that never happened. So
it's okay, no pasa nada, because that was me in high school, and then that's me now. I'm like, I'm gonna meet the love of my life.
I'm gonna be at Target rolling my little car, and then he's gonna bump into me and be like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, you're fine. And then he's gonna be like, let me have your number and we're just gonna fall in love.
Yes.
See? Yeah, it's okay. I'm a little delusional if you guys haven't noticed. But it's fine.
We could both be delusional together because same.
Yeah.
My fantasy's like up here. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna meet the love of my life.
No, yeah. I always
like Target.
Yeah.
Because ahí me la mantengo.
Yeah, I'm like, guys, if you're taking notes, if you want to meet a woman, go to Target.
Yes.
Yes. Because you're going to find delusional women there trying to find their love of their life.
That part. Exactly. Yes.
Make sure you go buy like the blankets, the candles.
I was going to say the candles.
The seasonal stuff. Anytime there's a new season, I always go to like that area. So go there.
I go to the snack aisle. Yeah. I'm like the snack aisle.
Yes. What else? I need to stop ordering and like doing the like drive up. I might need to start getting off more often, especially around this season.
Yeah, you do.
Because I get, it's just easier because there's so many people. I hate being around people. I was just,
do you?
Like, because
I'm like, do you? I'm like, I could see that. Like, around the busy season, like holiday season, I'm like, oh my god.
Because then the lines are so long, and I'm like, I'd rather just get it. Yeah.
No, girl, but you're never going to find the love of your life.
I know.
There. Are you dating someone?
No.
Oh, okay. I was like, don't let your boyfriend stop you from meeting your husband.
No, yeah, I'm single as a Pringle, so
we love that.
Are you single as a Pringle, or?
I'm very single.
Okay, so yeah, no one's gonna stop you either. So just so you guys know,
yeah, no, for real. Yeah. I say we go to Target.
Yeah, we need to go on a Target spree and then just see who runs into us.
Yeah. Maybe not in Greeley, though.
Yeah, no.
I don't think...
Let's go a little bigger. We need to go to, like, a super Target where they're bigger.
Like Denver?
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll go on a trip just to Denver, just to go to Target. What if we find Denver? Brothers, son and father? I don't know.
Andale, son and father. You guys got that? Okay. Yes, pop.
Yeah, some dads are kind of hot, and I'm like, well,
it could work.
Yeah. What would be the oldest you would ever date?
The oldest I would date, I think, I don't know, probably like 36.
Yeah.
36, and that's like kind of almost,
pushing it.
That's like pushing it. You have to be like really good looking.
Yeah.
Like really good looking.
Not si look like they're dying.
Yeah. Si no me voltees a ver. Like, don't.
Yeah.
And I mean, not that looks matter, right? But they do matter.
As much as people want to say, as much as people don't want to say looks don't matter, they kind of do.
I feel like.
Because people try to be humble about it, but I'm like, if you want to be shallow, it's fine.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah.
Because looks do matter. I mean, you have to be attracted on some type of level, and looks have a lot to do with that.
No, they do. It's one of those things I always tell people, because I always say that I want to find a boyfriend or husband or whatever that's over 6 foot, because I'm already tall as a woman, and when I want to be able to wear heels with them, and they're like, oh my god, you're so shallow. I'm like, there's guys out there that want a fat ass, a flat stomach, but I say I want 6 foot tall, and that's too much.
Exactly. How tall are you?
I'm 5'7".
Girl, you do not look 5'7" to me.
Yeah.
No.
Is that a good thing?
Yeah, because like you, I didn't think you were 5'7".
Yeah, I'm 5'7".
Like you don't look 5'7".
Yeah, and you know what? I've said this in multiple episodes. The guys that always hit me up are short kings. And I'm like, I'm hovering over you. Can we not do this?
I guess. I'm sitting here like, you know.
You get hit on by short kings too?
I don't know, like, if they're short or not.
Yeah.
Like, is that bad to say? Because, like, I don't really, like, I can't really tell, I guess, like, from, like, Facebook or Instagram.
Oh, I'm really good at telling apart.
And es que no
because I've been lied to before.
Oh, no.
I talked to this one guy once, and I've been lied to multiple times. But, and I mean, I don't, of course, like, height doesn't, like, if we're the same height, it's fine. If you're a little taller than me, that's fine. But don't be shorter than me, because to me, it's just weird. And then he asked me how tall I was, and I was like, oh, I'm 5'7". He's like, oh, I'm 5'6". And I'm like, okay, an
like,
inch.
you can make it work.
I was like, if you wear boots and I wear really flat shoes, we'll be the same height. You know, I was like, fuck it. He was 5'5", and I was like, buddy.
Screaming.
And so now I look at people's pictures, and I'm like, this motherfucker's lying. Because I'm going to put him on blast, but this guy who I just finished talking to, I love you. Don't get mad.
I'm not mad. She's not like,
don't get mad. I know he watches this, but anyways, he said he was 5'10". I was like, oh, okay, cool. 5'10's fine. Tell me why we were the same height when we would hang out. Una vez estábamos bailando, and I was like, okay, either your doctor's lying or my doctor's lying. And I think it's yours because I've been this tall since like the 6th grade. So,
oh my God.
But it's fine. He was cute. So I let that one slide. I was like, he's the only short king I'll let it slide for. But that was it.
It's funny. The love of my life. Okay, from like high school. The love of my life. He was short. Yeah. Very short. Like my height. Okay. Probably like, I want to say my height or maybe like an inch shorter.
Yeah.
And girl,
you were so in love.
Yo bien enamorada de él. I was like,
love is blind.
I was like, I just love you. No, clearly, no, that didn't work out. But after that, I'm very picky with who I date. And it's like, it does sound very shallow, like height-wise, right? So every like time I go on a date, and not that I go on dates often, let me throw it out there because that sounded a little bit wrong. Yeah. If I go on a date, I will always wear heels. Mm-hmm. And I don't care if like it makes you uncomfortable. Like if we're meeting and you're like shorter than me, that's your fault for lying. Yeah. Like that ain't my fault. You know? Yeah. But now, like after the first date, like if I see like how tall you are, or like if I'm way taller than you,
you're like
in my heels, because I wear heels often, I'm not, there's no second date.
Yeah, you're like, no, thank you.
Yeah, it's not gonna work out. Yeah. I know, that sounds so bad.
No, that's how I feel. Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm just like, why is it that we get shit on for saying, oh, we want a guy that's like 6 foot tall, but then, or over, but then it's okay when guys are like, oh, I want her to be skinny and I want her to look like this. Ass. Yeah, and she can't have this and no bodies and no kids and all this. And I'm like, damn, what? I just want someone to be tall and not, okay.
Did you date someone with kids?
I did.
How'd that go?
So I dated a guy. Okay, before y'all start dragging me, don't talk shit. A lot of people, you guys know who my ex was, but he had 2 kids, 2 different bitches. So that should have been my first red flag. But I was 20 and
I was in love.
Yeah. So I don't think I would do it again unless they have a civil relationship with the baby mom. And it's only one this time. I always fuck around and say, unless they have full custody or the baby mom is dead, I won't do that again. Only because, like, it was just so much drama. Like, one of the baby mamas didn't like me at all. So then she wouldn't let him see her because she's like, oh, boy, if you're going to be in a relationship with her, you're not allowed to be around. She's not allowed to be around her. And I was like, okay, you can just see her when I'm not there. Like, you know? And then he's like, well, no, that's not the point. You know, like, I want all the...
The point is para convivir.
Yeah. So then that was an issue. And then la mamá del niño, she was always like, she would tell the little boy not to like me. Yeah.
Oh,
so shit. for the first year, like me and his son didn't have a relationship because I would like try and he would like ignore me. And of course I get it because, you know, he was little at that time and he's going to listen to what his mom says. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, whatever. And then once, I think he realized that like, you know, like she's actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
We got super, super close and then we both got attached to each other. And then, you know, we break up and then I'm like, okay, now
that's hard.
Yeah. That's why I mean, I wouldn't mind trying to do it again. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. But unless I know what the situation is between you and your baby moms, I'm like, I can't.
You're like, absolutely.
Yeah, because I'm like, that was so, like, it was 5 years of wasted time pretty much. Because I'm like,
no,
no.
Yeah.
I'm like, I tried so hard and pa qué? Because the baby moms were always like, chingue, chingue, chingue. And then at one time we were going to move out and, like, start, like, finally, like, you know, grow. And I know. They're like, oh, if you guys move out and you're never going to see my son again or son again. And but I was like, I'm done. I was like, I can't do this.
Oh my God.
And it's hard because it's like, you know, it's not like he's going to pick me over his kids, but then it's not like, and then she'll win. And yeah, that's why I'm like, unless you have full custody, the baby mama's dead, or the baby mama's married to somebody else, no.
Yeah, but I wanna see. The baby mama still has something to say.
But why are they so bitter?
I don't know, girl. I'm not a bitter baby mama. Like, I don't care about...
You have fun.
I don't care about my baby daddy. I'm just like, pop off. Like, you're happy? Good for you. Like, I truly don't care si te empinas, te agachas, whatever happens to you, I truly don't care. And so, like, he's lucky. You know what? Let me send this to him. Yeah, actually, badass baby mama.
I need more views, so send it to him. Be like, here you go.
Replay this shit.
Right.
And tell your friends.
And then what would annoy me the most is like, aren't you happy that there's someone in his life that's nice to him, that cares about him? I'm like, I could be a fucking bitch to him. Like, wouldn't you rather have like your baby daddy have a nice girlfriend that's super nice to your boys instead of a bitch that's like treats them like Cinderella type of thing, like be mean to them, you know? Like,
yes. But I don't know. Some girls are just very bitter.
Yeah. And I'm like, do you want him that bad? You can have him back.
Like, you can have him back.
Like, he didn't want you in the first place. That's why you guys aren't together. But that's a story for another day. But yeah, I just can't.
No.
I don't know if I could do that again.
Never.
No. I would prefer not. Because I'm like, I feel that meant this another thing. You know, he already had 2 kids. He already kind of experienced having kids. Like, I want me and my future partner to experience that together. Because I feel like it's a different type of feeling when it's you're both first, you know? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. That'd be hard.
Well, could you ever date someone with kids?
Given the fact that I have kids, yes. But like your situation, like, if the baby mama's very, like, even in a talking stage, like, if we're getting to know each other and, like, you're telling me, like, about your baby mama, and she's, like, very psycho.
I should have known that from the beginning.
I will not pursue it. I will be like, no, I don't want to.
Yeah.
And I will not date someone that has multiple baby mamas. No. Like, I...
Learn from me, everybody, please. I was stupid, okay? I was 20.
Yeah, we were young. Yeah. But no, if they have more than one baby mama, absolutely not. And if she's like even psycho while you're talking to someone else, I will not talk to you anymore. Like, I have to make sure you're more mature. You guys are handling things civilly.
Yeah.
And yeah, I would. But I mean, I think that's very rare that people get along with their baby mamas and baby daddies. Yeah.
Because someone still wants the relationship to work, whether it's him or her. Yes. So if that's still going on, it's not going to work out.
You're like, no.
Yeah, no. Learned it the hard way.
Yeah, no. I don't know. That'd be very messy. It's not something, like, because I'm not a messy baby mama. Like,
yeah, you're like, I don't give a fuck.
You know what? I'm a mother, not a baby mama. I'm like, you do you. You could do whatever. And so, yeah, I would not want that drama in my life.
Yeah, no, it's exhausting.
Girl, props to you, because I could never, anything that's exhausting in my life has got to go.
There was one quote that humbled the fuck out of me. And it's like, you really think you really thought the man that was going to make you a third baby mama loves you? And I was like, oh,
okay.
Anyway, so I was like, never mind.
We're moving on.
I was like, I really was about to be a third baby mama. Like, how embarrassing would that have been? I'm so glad that didn't happen.
Yeah, no.
Qué vergüenza.
That would have been rough.
Yeah.
For you. Then you would have had to deal with the 2 baby mamas for the rest of your life.
Oh, yeah. That was another thing. I was like, do I really want to do? Like, at least once the kids are 18, it's a little different-ish. But I'm like, damn, like, I still have to deal with them. I'm like, no, I'm okay. Never mind.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I'm like, so. I can't.
You're like, no. Never again.
No, honestly, no. Because I'm like, and it's hard too because I think at this day and age, everyone kind of has kids. Especially since now I'm older and I like older guys. They're like, usually they have kids and I'm like, but it's like, I know there's guys out there that don't have kids. So I'm like.
There is. Yeah. There really is. But then it makes you.
You're like, why haven't you settled down?
I'm like, why haven't you settled down? What's happening? But I mean,
like, are you the problem or it's always hard too? Because then I'm like, do people think I'm a problem because I haven't settled down and have kids either? You know?
Yeah, maybe
it could go both ways.
Like, it could go both ways.
I'm not the problem, I promise.
Yeah, no, because like, no, just you know exactly what you want, and sometimes you haven't found it.
Yeah,
right. So you're not the problem. We're never the problem.
We're never the problem. It's always the guys.
Yeah,
honestly,
exactly.
Yeah. I'm just kidding, but yeah.
No, but I don't know. That's for the brave.
Yeah, honestly, I'm like, I know, qué cosas with me. The more I say it, sometimes I'm like, 2 baby mamas, and I thought that was okay. I was like, what?
Girl, what were you thinking?
I wasn't thinking.
Clearly you weren't thinking.
When I first started talking I'm going to bring it up again. When I first started talking to him, I didn't want anything. Like, I really was just like, we're just talking for fun. And then...
Well, yeah, we're just talking for fun.
Because I had just gone out of a 5-year relationship.
Okay.
So I was like, I don't want anything right now. I was like, I'm going to live my best life. And then that's what happened. And then here you are. Traumatized.
How long have you been single for?
A year. Well, technically, like 2 years, but like single for like a year.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm just like,
we're just chilling.
Guys, okay. I know this sounds weird. I don't know how I'm ever going to find somebody, but guys annoy me.
Oh, okay.
Because, like, we'll talk, and then if they're like boring or annoying, I'm like, okay, and I'll never
You need,
talk
like,
to
brain stimulation, right?
Yeah.
Like, we can't be, hey, how's your day every day?
Yeah.
Right? Like,
we need to talk about other things. Like, It would just, like, we would talk, or even, like, Snapchat, and they'll be like, oh, how are you doing? No sé por qué, and I'd be like, that's all you got? And I would just stop talking to them. And I'm like, that's why I'm like, maybe I am the problem. But then I'm like, well, I'm not going to settle and try to hold a conversation with you. I'm like, I can't. Like,
I hate that. Don't you hate when you feel like you have to hold a conversation with someone?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I'm such a good conversation
Like, once I get started, yeah.
Like, I could rant forever, right? But then when I feel like the conversation is very, like, blah.
Like, one-sided,
like,
I'm like, okay, never mind.
I'm like, okay, bye.
Yeah.
I was like, anyways, well, thank you. Take care.
Right.
See you around. Because I hate that.
Yeah.
When you can't hold a conversation.
I'm like, I already talk all day at work. And then I come and try to text you and you're not trying to talk. I'm like, I can't do this.
Yeah, that would be it is very hard because I've had that. And I'm like, okay, I can't conversate with you.
Yeah, you're like...
I can't. And it has to go more than, how's your day?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
What was exciting about your day? Like, some stimulation. Yeah. I don't like the, oh, my day was this, and that. And I'm like...
Like, did anything really happen?
I'm like, yeah, well, no. What was the highlight of your day, though?
Right? Like, did, what, like, yeah.
Yeah, no.
I'm like, I always have exciting stories to tell because my days are always hectic. So I'm like, unless you're boring and working at an office and looking at a computer for 6 hours, I know something else happened, okay?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Te la paso if you did an office job.
Yeah.
But aún así, I mean, I'm sure you answered the phone. Yeah. Something happened,
like,
right?
Did you talk to a Karen? Did you forget your line? Like, tell me something. Like, make it interesting. And I was talking, like, the guy that I just talked about, my short king. Oh, yes.
My short king. She's still my short king. Mine, okay?
My man. Just kidding. No,
she said my man.
I said that too loud. I need to stop.
Girl, I fucking fell.
I'm like, I'm sorry.
When you get too excited over a man and they switch up like that, I'm like,
oh, just kidding. But I mean, no hard feelings. I still care for him. Mucho. We ended up in very good terms. Pero, like, it was funny because one time he mentioned about me talking to other guys, and I was like, honestly, I don't. He's like, you don't? I was like, no, guys annoy me. He's like, what about me? This part did annoy me. I'm like, you're about to get cut off. He's like, well, why didn't I annoy you? I'm like, doesn't matter. And then I told him, I was just like, I don't know, because you can hold a conversation and you're fun to talk to. He's like, oh, okay. But I'm just like, I really don't talk to other guys. Like, guys annoy me.
Yeah, girl. I think you have to talk to a guy today.
Yeah, so I need to get better at
husband. Yeah. I mean, I'm not no love expert, but
guys, just learn how to hold a conversation and talk a little better.
Ándale. Yeah, no, I agree with you.
Yeah.
It's the whole, you don't know how to talk. And I'm like, okay. Anyways.
Because I'm like, okay, so you have fun. I'm gonna go this way.
Yeah, I'm like, I'll see you around. Yeah.
Like I know I'm a very awkward person at first, but I'll get better. But
I hate that awkward stage of dating, though. Like, you know what? Like the situation, like the talking stage when you're going on dates.
Yeah,
and you're like sitting there quietly, like.
You're like, okay. You're like, so.
I'm like.
Be like, so why did your grandma hit you when you were 5? You know, like,
like, I'm just like, I could sit in awkward silence, but when you're on a first 2 dates, don't do that to me.
No. Because I feel like the first day is the important day. Because it sets the tone whether you're going to keep going or not.
Yeah, but like, okay, yes, the first date. But then have you had a second date that's awkward as fuck? And you're just like.
You're like, actually, I gotta go.
I'm like.
I don't know.
Has that happened to you? No?
I'm like, no. I don't know. I don't really. Apparently, I don't get that far because I'm always like, after the first day, I'm like, we're not doing this anymore. But I guess no. I don't know.
Oh. Yeah. I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh,
never mind. Okay. Never mind then.
Now that I think, now that I think about it. No, I guess not.
Okay, well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
I'm like, what the fuck do I do with my life?
No, it's okay.
But yeah, I couldn't, I feel like after the first day,
I mean, yeah, but even like, it's happened to me that I'm like, okay, the first day went great. We did a second date, and I'm like,
you just hear crickets. You're like, oh.
Yeah. And I'm like, is this awkward? Or like, am I overthinking this?
Yeah. And then it's
like, some people are like, I want to be like, I'm just enjoying the moment. And I'm like, the moment of awkwardness. I was like, okay.
Well, what do you usually do for your second date? Like, is it still dinner? Or do you try to do...
like it's, I mean, it depends, I guess. It depends.
On like the person?
I haven't gone on a date. I'm like, it depends.
Yeah.
It's typically like dinner or I don't know. Like the last
I feel like that's when it's more awkward.
Like the last time it was like cuando me pasó eso, it was a dinner, like a second dinner date, and I'm like, okay, so like. Do I start a conversation? Do I not? Like, it just was a little bit awkward. But I guess people are awkward sometimes. And that's okay. It's just.
But I'm like, if you made it past second date, well, I guess the first date.
Then try not to make it. Second date should go
way better. Right? Because you made that step to do number 2.
Yeah. And it was a little bit awkward. Yeah. And I'm like, okay.
So he didn't get a third one, I'm assuming?
No, he did.
Was number 3 better?
Number 3 was better.
Okay.
3 was better. It got better.
Okay. It was just like a plateau there.
It was like a very like
it was like up awkward, and then
like it was just a little awkward I guess moment because we did like a first date and then we didn't see each other for like a while and then we did a second date.
Okay.
So maybe it was almost like feeling like the first date.
Yeah, because it had been a while. Was the third date right after? Or?
It was right after. Okay. So it wasn't that like awkward, but I was like.
So technically like your third date was more like your second date.
Yes. Yeah. Kind of.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh.
Your first date was like the interview.
Yeah.
And then we did like a second interview.
And then we did the first day. And like. Okay, but the interview went okay. Yeah. So let's. Second.
Yeah, you're like, why is this happening? Yeah.
Yeah, no. That's happened to me like twice. But like one did make it past like another second date. And then the other one I was like, okay, yeah, I can't do this. So I was like, this is very awkward.
Were they here in Greeley?
One was here in Greeley. Yeah. And the other one was Actually, the other one was from Denver.
Oh, okay, that's a little better.
Yeah.
Was a good one from Denver, or was it in Greeley?
No, the one that got a third date was from Greeley.
Oh, really? I'm like, I always give shit about guys in Greeley. Never mind.
No, it was from Greeley, but obviously that didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, so you're like, oh.
I'm like, okay, that's fine. But the Denver one, I was like, what is happening here? I was like,
they do say that finding love in Denver is not the best. It's one of the worst cities to find love in. Yeah. If you Google it.
I was like, don't say that.
There's like a whole article about like finding, like Denver is like the worst city to find love in.
Oh, girl. Yeah. Okay. So never mind that then.
So in between Denver and Greeley, I guess. I don't know.
So like, does like Thornton count?
It's like on the outskirts of Denver. I feel like it was like Denver.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm like, so what counts? What falls in that?
I don't know. But yeah, it was like, if you Google it, I think it was like 2-3 years ago. They said on the article. And then, that said that Denver was one of the worst cities to find love. And then I think it was like the top 10 and Denver was probably like number 1 or something.
Oh, I thought you said Greeley was.
Yeah, no, I was about to say Greeley, but probably, honestly, Greeley isn't any better, so.
I was gonna.
It might be a Colorado thing.
I think it's a Colorado thing because I mean, Greeley is not the best. Not that like I've dated a lot of people in Greeley.
Yeah.
And I don't want to.
Yeah, I'm like,
But yeah, no, Greeley
doesn't do any better.
No, from what I've seen, from what I've heard,
being traumatized now.
Yeah, I talked to a lot of clients, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like dating is so hard.
It really is. I'm like, what the fuck?
I was like, yeah, no, never mind. I was like, aquí me quedo en la casa because this is too much. It's too much work.
Or they'll go on dating apps to be like, oh my God, I found my husband. So I'll go on there and I'm like, it's the same people I've seen for the past 6 years. I was like, we're all on this boat again. I was like, okay, never mind.
Yeah, I've never done a dating app.
Yeah, they're not that fun.
Yeah, I've heard and like from my clients' experiences, like I've never done a dating app because of that. I'm like, no.
Yeah, no.
I don't want to find someone on
the internet. But it's hard because it's like...
How do you find someone?
Yeah, like how else are you going to do it? Like, unless you go out and like explore your options. But then it's like, do you really want to find someone at the bar? So it's like...
Well, no. I mean...
Unless you get run into them at Target.
At Target? Yeah. I mean...
Because I feel like now with all this technology, you like no son como antes. It's not like back in the day. Like you literally have to like swipe for somebody. You know, as horrible as that sounds, like you do.
Oh, I'm like
fuck.
I lost all hope in that. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the gym.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
I was like the gym. I don't know. But I was like I go at crackhead hours, so like.
Yeah, I go
I'm not gonna go find someone. Yes, I was like, I'm not gonna find someone that's gonna be down.
Right?
Like,
yeah.
I don't know. Yeah,
it's hard out here. It really is. Pray for your single friends. It's hard out here.
Very hard. Yeah. I'm like, it's very hard now that I'm like thinking about it. But I guess dating is not.
Yeah, I'm like not right now.
A priority. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, now I'm like,
Si pasa, pasa, y si no, no.
Yeah, I'm gonna let it happen organically because I feel like I'm just like. Eh.
Do you feel like you forced it before?
No,
you're like I want him.
Not really. But the last guy I tried, we talked. I was like, you know what, fuck it, like. I'm gonna go full force, not full force, but I was like, let's just do it. Like, I was just like, I didn't want to, I really didn't want to talk to anybody, but I was like, you know what's gonna hurt? And, here I am. So, never mind.
She's all, here I am hurt.
Yeah. Now. So I'm like, okay.
Forget that.
Yeah. So I'm like, we're just gonna let it happen. People always say, they come to you naturally. I'm like, well, how long do I have to wait for this?
Would you rekindle with an ex or like no. talking situationship?
No. Well, I was in 2 long-term relationships and then I was single for so long and then I started talking to this one and then that didn't work, so I'm done. I'm like, we're just gonna not do that again.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm just vibing.
Okay, that makes sense.
Because I'm like, what if, I was like, maybe por algo pasan las cosas, So I'm like.
Yeah, no, I truly believe everything
happens for a reason.
And it's like God's perfect timing.
Yeah.
Too, because you don't know, obviously, what could have happened with your other situations. Yeah. So, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Now that I'm like, ooh.
You're right.
I like how we went talking from lashes to relationship advice.
Yeah, why did we?
I don't know. I don't know how we got there, but we got there.
Relationship advice.
No, literally.
Come to us for relationship
Yeah, if you guys need advice from the ones that don't know what they're doing, I know Sabi-san.
Yes, please.
Yeah. But alrighty, guys. Don't forget you can listen to me every Tuesday at 7 a.m. You can listen to me on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and you can see our beautiful faces on YouTube. Bye.
That is so funny.